Here we go.
Hey, that was good, Brandon.
Oh,
Great.
goodness.
Good, good.
Oh,
Good stuff.
goodness. We'll give everybody some time here. They're probably wondering what the
Yeah,
heck.
let me let the team know we're on. They should be jumping on.
We'll give everybody a little bit of time. I
Yeah,
saw you guys trying to log in. I appreciate that. And I guess because I logged into my account, logged in through their panelist, they wasn't allowing. So
maybe
anyway,
so.
I appreciate the effort. Appreciate the effort. I'm gonna send some messages out real quick. Thank you guys for your patience. We maybe some of you are aware, but I was just on the corporate kickoff call and we were not able to start the second Zoom. So we are here now. We'll give everybody a few minutes. There you go. There's some more faces popping in. Good, good, good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Text your folks, let them know we are here now. And I know a lot of you probably wondering what's going on. Maybe some of you got messages. So just so you guys know, I did set up with I had a phone call with corporate less than an hour ago, and I told them, guys, I got a hard stop at 8:30. Make sure, and they're like, yeah, no problem. And then they gave me literally 7 minutes, and that couldn't get done in 7 minutes. So then I'm on texting some of the folks in the lab, and they're trying to jump in, but we're here. We're here. We're here. So nice to be with you guys tonight. First huddle of 2026. Welcome to 2026. I hope you guys had a great weekend or weekends and the middle of the craziness with the families and the holidays. I hope it was really good for all of you. And I know some, even for me today, it was a little bit tough getting back in the saddle today, just because the last few days and weeks has just been different schedules. But it's here. I enjoy this time of year because it's when a lot of people are they're ready, right? They're ready to maybe make some changes. They're ready to make some sacrifices. They're ready. They're open minded. It's my favorite. It's really my favorite times of the year. So, anyway, we're going to be talking about a little bit of that tonight. Some bigger announcements tonight. But as usual, let's start this thing off with some wins, guys. I know we're new into 2026, but since we were together last Monday, are there any wins that's happened over the last few days that you guys would like to share with the team? We would love to hear. And you can do it here on the microphone, or you can do it in the chat. We'll keep an eye on both. So there's a hand that pops up. Let's go with J Lo. Would love to hear what happens. Share with us, J Lo.
Oh, I shared a little bit earlier today. Now to share here, man, our chat bot, if you're not using it, you're crazy. I'm just saying. I'm loving it. It's simple, easy to use, but you know what's even better is when folks who haven't been engaged in our business, like they're still consultants, they love our products, they just haven't had the right words, are like, oh my goodness. Like literally following up with someone. She's like, I never followed up with her. It's been like 6 months. I said, ChatGPT, put it into that little sales bot. So she did, and she's like, response this quick, said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for following up. I haven't done, and it's like a physician. So I'm
Nice.
like, let's go. So felt confident enough to do that, right? So I'm just really loving it. So kudos to you and our team that's created it and put all the information in. And if you haven't used it, super compliant. It's super compliant with the answers, which is great. And I'm just living in the business side of it. Like, I mean, I love, of course, customers, but when you think about consultant and having the right positive like business kind of conversations, that's where I'm really loving the answers that I'm getting. So just wanted to throw that out there to anyone who's a little nervous about talking business. Don't, because the chat bot can talk for you. It's great. Use it.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That is a big win. I agree that whenever we've got people we want to re-engage, or even maybe it was you, J Lo, someone said today, you guys should be leveraging this as a way to gain business partners. There are people that are really, really interested in the way business works today. Technology, right? You guys have heard of AI. Some people are a little scared of it, some people are enthused about it. But the reality is, we should never ignore something on this magnitude. You want to be educated around it. Maybe some of you are using AI, and it's a powerful, powerful thing. My suggestion to you guys is you should allocate time each week to learn more and more about it, because the people that know the most about it will benefit the most from it. The people that know the least about it will be hurt the most from it. Does that make sense? So don't stick your head in the sand on this one. It's pretty big. And so, yeah, we wanted to be able to use technology. We wanted a part of a modern business is using AI, and that's what this bot is about. And Katie, you got a question in the chat about linking the chat bot to your regular chat. Absolutely. It's that's how it works is you can have it right there in your chat GPT, on your phone or on your desktop. And I believe we said, I think the words came out of my mouth, we would create a video, and I don't think we've produced that video. So we will make that a priority. The team will make that a priority. It should not be a complicated video. And in fact, let's look for that by next week. And the lab, you guys keep my feet to the fire on that. Like, hey, poke me a little bit, make sure we got that video. Because I believe you guys, it's a very simple process. And, it's going to be a little difficult at first, maybe for different phones and different technology. But once you learn it, then you need to teach it to your teams. That's the point. Let's not just rely on the videos. Let's teach it. Let's teach it to our teams. Okay. Any other wins for the week that anybody wants to share? See some hands go up. Oh, Robin Smith, what do you got?
I was able to sign a new consultant Friday. She was somebody that we've been working out together over Zoom. And I've been telling her about the business for a while, but she finally said yes. And she surprised, I sent her the link and the information, and she surprised me and got a lot of goodies. So I'm proud of her anyways. So,
What
and I'm glad
what
she's
was
ready.
her educate us a little bit. What was the holdup? What took so long?
The first thing was because she was saying at first she didn't even want to order because she was saying that the products was too expensive. But then I
Right?
told her that you know what is best for your body, you would invest in. I said, think about, the times, how many times you go out to eat or get a coffee or whatever during the week. How about putting that into yourself? And so she
Yeah.
said, okay. And she did. And then she started feeling good. And she's like, oh, this is what's up. And then she started ordering way more than just the NRF2. And then I told her, well, you're spending so much. Why don't you get it for yourself and share it with others? Your mom, she started asking me about her mom needing it. And anyway, she's with us now. So I don't even know if she's on this call right now. But
Yeah.
so I told her let her mom be her first customer. And
Yeah.
so she signed up and she's ready to go.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And I asked that question because we learn. One of the best ways that you guys can learn is when someone does join your business, whether it's a customer or a consultant, ask them, say, hey, listen, I'm really excited you're a part of what we're doing. Can I just ask you, what was it that made you decide to join? I'm very curious. And you just sit back and listen. And a lot of times you'll hear exactly what Robin just shared. A lot of the times it's money. It's really like, it's the three things, right? Like, I don't have time, I don't have money, and it's network marketing. If you can overcome those three things, guys, you're going to win most conversations. Time, money, network marketing. It's the same thing. Repeat, wash, repeat, right? Dr. Terry, you got your hand up.
Well, I was realizing, wait, I had a win. I had a business pack sign up. One of my walking buddies decided to just jump in full force. She just retired from her business in New Jersey, and she's been a snowbird down here, but now she's full time. So that was pretty exciting. And that
Yeah.
was last day of the month, which was doubly exciting for me. So yeah, all
No,
good.
congratulations. It's always good, especially with someone with like Dr. Terry's experience to still be enrolling. Still, that's important to be doing the do. And I've always said that if you truly believe what we're doing, like if you truly believe in this mission that LifeVantage is on of activation, what this community is doing, the TVC with moving families forward, why would you ever stop recruiting? Like, why would you ever stop sharing this? Because if you believe it's a gift for people, then it's something everybody should know about, right? So thank you so much for sharing that. Let's get in. I know because the calls got pushed back a little bit. Let's jump right in and let's go with still with you, Dr. Terry. I know you've got a story that you want to share tonight. Someone that is with us here tonight. So why don't you introduce her and let's listen to this incredible product story.
Okay. Yeah, I'm super excited. Good longtime friend of mine, Deidre Dixon, and hopefully she's on the phone. I think I saw her come on.
I'm
Uh,
here. I'm here.
there you are, Deidre. Hey. So Deidre called me and she was really struggling with pressure in her eyes. And I recommended the Icy Bright. And I'm going to just let her tell you because it's super exciting. I run into that a lot, the pressure in the eyes with the people that call me. So go ahead, Deidre, and tell what happened with you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Terry, for allowing me to share my story. So we've had a history of glaucoma in our family. I've basically known Terry since 1997. And whenever there's an issue with me, I'm always going to her first. So about a year ago, I went to a glaucoma specialist, started having some peripheral vision changing. And so I went to the glaucoma specialist that my parents went to. And immediately after he did my pressure, it was like 32 in one eye and 28. And he was like, we need to put you on these drops right away. So they prescribed like these three drops, and I knew I wasn't going to take them because one of them, well, two of the three drops caused my mom to have dementia after I did a lot of study on them. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I called Terry, and she had recommended something to me 6 months ago, and I said, yeah, well, let me just try something different first. And I waited, went back 6 months later, pressures were still up. So I called her back and I said, okay, let's get serious. What do I need to do? And so she prescribed the IC Bright for me. She recommended it, and for me to change some eating habits that I had done. So I switched out my diet, increased my omegas, through cod and salmon, and did a whole carrot shift with green, boosted up my greens. But basically, that's all I did with the IC Bright. So I went back to my doctor last week because I asked him to give me about 3 to 6 months to just get my pressures down myself. And if I could do that, then I definitely wasn't taking the drops. And I went in, and all I could say was when I went in, my stomach said your pressures are still up. Your pressures are still up. But my prayers said, no, your pressures are down. Your pressures are down. And so when he checked them, he said, oh, he said, your left eye is 15 and your right eye is 14. And I'm like, oh my God, did it go down? And so he said, well, we want them under 11. So we're going to keep, you keep doing whatever you're doing, but we want to get it down to at least under 11 with glaucoma patients. That's a normal 15, 14 for people who don't have glaucoma. But because you do want to get it down to 11. So my goal now is in the next month to get it down to 11 and not have to be on those drops ever, period.
Thank you so much. I was so excited when she called me on that. I've seen good results right across the board every time a person has that pressure. If they're consistent, and they do, these are the results. So back to
Thank
you,
you.
Brandon. And thank
Thank
you,
you.
Deidre, so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Deidre, for being on. I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you, Dr. Terry, for highlighting Deidre's story. And, Icy Bright is a product that we don't highlight very often. Dr. Terry has, everything filed away in her brain when someone calls her. I like Deidre's honesty, too. Sometimes we get advice and we're like, eh. But then when when it comes time to finally get things done, right? We buckle down, and another big part of that is taking the products on a regular basis. A lot of times we'll recommend products, and the folks take it like half the time, you know. And so I tell people, if you take it half the time, it's only going to work half as good as it's
And
That's
you
supposed to.
know,
true.
I want to add one more thing to it, and that is that when Icy Bright first came out, my son works for Magruder Eye Institute in Winter Park, Florida. He is a consultant with their investment stuff, but the docs he knows very well. He took it in to Dr. Lair, who I don't know if he still is, but he was the number one retina specialist state of Florida. And he looked it over and he goes, I'm going to tell you right now, Chad, this is some good ingredients, some good stuff, and wanted me to make a one of those rack cards, which I didn't do, called follow up. I'm gonna get on it now.
Yeah, honestly, tonight, I don't know about you guys. Okay, I've got Icy Bright, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't take it all the time. But after hearing Deidre's story, how many of you put a one in the chat if you might take Icy Bright? Here we go. Here they go, right? Because listen, I have to use readers. My eyes are not like I'm 54, so somewhere around 46, my eyes stopped doing what they used to do. I got one contact in right now, it drives me nuts. So I should be taking it every day. And so, like Cheryl's saying, she takes it. My prescription's gotten better. Take it every day. That's good. That's good. You guys are awesome. So, thank you guys for sharing that. Let's share with you guys a little bit of some things. You've heard a bunch of stuff, a bunch of announcements. I just want to say it one more time. This Saturday is our virtual kickoff for 2026. And if you have not registered, you still have time. Register. Register so that you can get the link to the virtual kickoff. Better than registering is attending or hosting an event. You guys still have time. And what is an event? An event is where someone attends other than just yourself. Like one more person in your house is worthy of calling it an event. Get someone over, get a couple people over, and watch this virtual kickoff together. There's nothing better than spending time with other consultants that are like minded, that have similar business goals, that are wanting to move their families forward. And especially in the local area, it's really, really good to do this. And so there's still time to plan it. You don't have to say, well, it's this Saturday. Still time to do it. I highly suggest. And if you're not going to host it, maybe look to where around where you can attend. And I think of stories in the beginning where when we would do these monthly trainings, first story that comes to mind is the crew that was down in South Louisiana. They drove all the way to Waco, Texas, and I think that's a 10-hour drive. They drove 10 hours to attend one of these type trainings. Back then they were called premier schools. Same thing, it's a monthly training. Why they do it? Because we told them if you want to do this business, it's where the people that are successful are going to be. They're going to be there. So go there. And they did. They drove. They went to the event. And let's just say there was a lot of success that came out of that group. And so events transform people, guys. One of the best things you guys can do is be front and center this Saturday. It's at noon Eastern. The virtual kickoff is at noon Eastern, and it's going to be phenomenal training with some really, really exciting announcements you guys are going to want to hear, new trips to qualify for, new gifts to be given, new announcements on products coming, all of that. All right. So make sure you are a part of what we do this Saturday. And then just 2 days later, the 12th, is the kickoff for our Activate 90. I know a lot of you guys have already said you're in. I am in. The eating that I have done over the last couple of weeks has definitely set me up for some good before pictures. Let's just say I've got some pictures that are not flattering, to say the least. And I was watching the chat. I think someone said they have lost some weight on P84. Let me see if someone said it. If if repost it or retype your story if you because it's way up there and I won't find it. But I know P84 has been a product that is helping a lot of people get on top of their weight, maybe eating or cravings or those sort of things, even though that's not what it's designed for. P84 is an incredible, incredible product that I will be using for my Activate 90. One of the beauties is our customers will have access to an app. All of you will have access to the app, but so will our customers. And the app will help us with one of the things we were just discussing, and that is daily routine. So you guys know a lot of people will take our products and then they forget. You got to remind them. The app is going to be there to help them know what products they're taking, reminding them to take it. It's even going to show a graph. I saw the app today. It's even going to have a graph of how many days you've taken the product because you're checking in every day. I took this, I took this, I took this, like check, check, check. And if you don't check in every day, then you're going to know that you didn't use the products to the full. So maybe next month do it so you get some better results. So this app is going to be available for us. It's going to be phenomenal. And I highly suggest all of you take this challenge. Whether you're doing it to lose weight or you're doing it just to get healthier, regardless of weight, it's not about weight loss. It's about you feeling better. It's about you taking your health serious. And people are watching, right? We are consultants here, and we are in the business of health and wellness. And it doesn't mean that we all have to run around with these, swimsuit bodies. That's not what we're saying. But would you guys agree that if you were in a health and wellness business, that our health and wellness should be progressing? Is that fair to say? We don't need to run around with this, six pack of abs and muscles everywhere, but our health should be progressing. All right. That's the point. So let's all jump on this thing. Terry says she has a swimsuit body. I agree, Terry. You phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. And if you don't know, guys, not only does she have a swimsuit body, but she has a comedy act that she does. She's a fantastic comedian. Just sign up for that special. Terry's awesome. We love having Terry part of the group. So let's do the challenge, guys. And I want to leave you guys just with a thought. I shared it on the last call that maybe some of you were on or not. It's a powerful quote, and it's one that I want you guys to really, really think about, especially since we're about moving families forward and community helping one another. It's this: time is the only currency we spend without knowing our balance. Think about that. There's some powerful quotes out there about time, meaning we can't change yesterday. So many people go through life just focused on what's already happened, things they can't change, things that were done wrong to them, things that were not right, things, the past. That time we don't get back. The other people maybe are always have anxiety about the future, so worried about what the future is. Just they're so wrapped in what if, what if, what if that they're paralyzed. And the reality is the only time we control is right now. When you guys wake up tomorrow, the only time you're going to be able to control, and that's if we wake up tomorrow, right? That's what we're talking about here. No one knows what the future is. I know I'm not trying to be dark. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. Our time is super important, and it's important that we spend it right. And that's what I really hope for all of us this year in 2026. I think it's an appropriate conversation since we're kicking off this year is I want you guys to really look at ways that you can get the most out of your time. I'm not asking you to go and double the amount of time you put into your LifeVantage business, but I do want you to have twice the results. I do want you to have 3 times the results you had last year, and that's only going to come by you spending your time very wisely, not wasting your time. And I value your time greatly. I know what time it is. It's beyond when we're normally off. And so I appreciate all of you, what we're doing. This year is going to be phenomenal. Use this weekend as a kickoff for you guys to get things straight, get in alignment. We'll be back on this following Monday, same time, well, 8:30, not the same time, right? But the same Zoom where we do these huddles. And I highly suggest if you're a guest here tonight, get back with the person that put you on here. Ask some questions more about what we're doing, and then bring some more people here because the story you heard tonight from Dr. Terry is just one of many stories you're going to hear. If you've got friends that are suffering from different ailments or are suffering from financial struggles, this is a 30-minute group session that you want to be a part of. We are putting together an incredible run for this year. Incredible tools, some announcements that are coming, new tools, new funnels. It's going to be a fantastic year, and you guys won't want to miss. You won't want to miss any of these huddles. So appreciate you guys being on. Thank you again for letting us run a little bit over with a late start. When corporate calls, I always try to oblige. So anyway, thank you guys. Have a great start to 2026. We'll see you guys here next Monday.